today on Makers Monday, we are going to be talking about my favorite online tools that have been really helpful in getting my biz started. So yeah, just a couple reminders before we get going. I have a survey that, so basically when I, oh, hey, Delon, I think is how you say your name. So anyway, so I have a survey because upcoming soon, I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna have a baby soon. So I'm getting ready for maternity leave. And so I won't be doing live Makers Mondays, but I am gonna be doing Makers Mondays like pre-recorded, but in order to get your feedback, because I wanna make sure it's like helpful for you. Oh yes, Delana, I'll get you a link to the survey. I'll put it in the show notes for this IG live so that you guys can get to it. Anywho, so yes, okay, so the survey will be there and you can ask your questions ahead of time and I'll make sure to get them ready to go. So yeah, that's exciting. Oh, and if you fill out the survey, and you will get a chance to win a one-on-one chat with me that would potentially become a Makers Monday, where we're kind of brainstorming ideas for your business. If you'd prefer it to be private, that's okay too, but basically just two buds chatting about biz stuff. So yeah, hopefully may the odds be ever in your favor. So anyway, now that we have a couple people here, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my favorite online tools. So number one, I think when you're starting your business, there are like so many tools out there that it's easy to be like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. So I feel like that's definitely my MO, and I've probably wasted a lot of money on different things. So it is helpful, I think, to look at these guides and things like that to see what is actually helpful and what is maybe a waste of money. So I'm going to share some of my favorite things that have made it easy in my first year of business. So the big one that I think makes you look super professional is using G Suite. So if you're, so with G Suite, then your email address, instead of being like Kate Talcott at gmail.com, it would say Kate Talcott at katetalcottartistry.com. So you would have that, your business name in there instead of it looking like a generic Gmail account. And this just makes you look super professional. You also have, I think, up to 3 people who you can add up to onto your team. So if you wanted to set it up, even if you're just a solopreneur, you can set it up so like maybe inquiries go to one, and then like your personal email if you want to kind of create some boundaries. And they also have, like, you would get access to Google Docs and all that stuff through there. So, yeah, and let's see, Shopify is my next one. So if you have there's a lot of online platforms. I know a lot of people do Squarespace or Wix, or there's a lot of other ones. But if you are having a lot of products, I recommend doing Shopify because they help sort out the taxes for where everything is going, which is really helpful. I also think it's easier to use in terms of like creating different collections. It's just got a little bit more of the commerce versatility. And also if you want to do wholesale, they just started a new wholesale platform that makes it really easy to transfer your stuff from Shopify to their wholesale platform. You just kind of click, and it's a pretty easy transition. So, and it integrates with a lot of things. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. I can talk about that more another time, but yeah, so Shopify is huge. Oh, you can also get your domain name through G Suite, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, I think I'm like 98% certain that that's how we got it. Okay. Again, if you have a lot of inventory, this might not be for like when you're starting out, but once you're starting to get more inventory and wanting to bundle things, and if you're working with multiple sales channels, we just got Trunk, which is, it helps keep your inventory, and I haven't dug into it a ton, but I'm really planning on doing that more for Christmas because I really want to try to bundle things. And if you've tried to bundle things in the past, you'll have to on Shopify, you kind of have to extract them from your regular inventory. So let's say I have 100 cards, but I've got a bundle that is going to include this, I don't know, goat card. Okay. So I would have to say, okay, well, I'm going to make 10 bundles of this Father's Day package that has the goat cards. So then I'd have to say, okay, I just have 90, but it's not really an accurate representation of how many things we have. I could make a lot more bundles. So it helps bundles not have to be as piecemeal. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to really make a huge difference. And it's been really easy to use. The people have been really responsive to my questions, which is great. I think the owner reached out and was like, hey, how's everything going? I was like, that's pretty cool. And it integrates with Fair. And so if you're doing wholesale, it integrates with Fair, which is great. Okay, so for my Instagram planning, I talked about this a little bit last week, but I use Later, which is a content planning app. And so I use it to post to Instagram and Facebook, and our digital marketing assistant just started using it for our pins to pre-schedule those. I believe we use the Pro, the upgraded plan, because then you get more pins, which I probably will downgrade after we're done with maternity leave. I just wanted to be able to post a zillion things so that I could not have to worry about it for a while. But I think the basic plan would be fine for regular usage. If you're kind of batching things week by week, probably 2 weeks in advance would be okay too. And they have the link in bio, which is helpful because then you can link to different things instead of the link tree, which I prefer. Anyway, ShipStation, let's see. So we use ShipStation, which is a shipping thing, really helpful. It's a shipping program that you get the shipping discounts. So sometimes, if I'm doing commissions, or if I'm, mostly commissions. If I'm sending, my mom ordered some holiday cards, and so I was able to put them all there and then send them directly to her so that she could send out. Or any of our commissions that we package up, if it's a pet portrait or things like that, we send it out through there. So that's good. That's been helpful because you get the oh my God, my brain is so fried. That's helpful. So you get the discount because they have promotional discounts, and you can get your branding on the emails that get sent out. I would say if you're doing a lot of custom work that you might not necessarily send out through, that would spit out a label through Shopify or Etsy or something like that, this would be a good investment to help you keep track of your orders and get those discounts. And you can kind of pick, it helps you pick based on UPS, FedEx, how long it would get there, how expensive it would be, and things like that. Okay. So Trello, I feel Trello just went through some changes recently, but Trello is what we use for our project management tool. So basically I have a list for a board for our digital marketing assistant. I have a board for Andy. I have a board for myself of to-do things. And then I also keep boards for product ideas and outreach ideas, or internet content, blog post ideas, whatever. So I'm a mega list person, and that's been really helpful. You can assign tasks. So you can use it more as you're going to do this, you're going to do this, but mostly we just use it as a to-do list. So Trello's great. Canva is what I use for making marketing materials. So we make our pins on Canva. I make all my all my cover pages for my Instagram IGTV stuff. I make, what is it called? For launches and things like that. I'll make like little templates for that. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, my brain is just not awake this morning. So I'll use it for that. It's just helpful because they let you keep your brand design colors. It's all kind of saved in one place. I make a lot of my handouts that I email out. So yeah, I like Canva. We do pay for the upgraded account so that we can get some stock images, which is helpful sometimes. And you just have more options with like templates and things like that they have. So there's a lot of programs out there. Something like that is always helpful just to make everything look a little bit more polished. All right, what's next? Loom. I haven't used this too much, but it's been really helpful when you're trying to show somebody how to do something. Basically, you can screen capture your computer and then show your process for how you file orders or whatever, so that you can show somebody else how to do it. So that's really helpful. We haven't used it a ton, but it is a good tool to have in your toolbox. So I don't think we're paying for it. It's just free. So if you were wanting to do longer videos, you would need to pay for it. We use Quickbooks Online to keep track of our financials, and then, which I like, it's pretty easy to use. We did just get a bookkeeper because things were getting a little bit more complicated with different sales channels, like the wholesale stuff and doing wholesale commissions, shop, blah, 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 Etsy, etc. So we outsource some of that, but it's really nice because they can log into it, I can log into it, we can all be up to date. So I like that a lot. Capwing is one that I started using recently. I use that for putting captions onto my videos. I know Instagram and YouTube will put auto captions, but if you really want to make sure that it's the exact words that you're saying, you can go through and do the hand type and edit the captions. And it's also got like video editing tools, but I use Premiere Pro for that on Adobe. But Capwing, if you're just doing quick videos, it could be helpful. I don't think that the quality of video is like as crisp as it would be if you were using Adobe, but it's also a lot cheaper. So yeah, and then let's see. Yeah, okay, the last one is the A to Z directory. So if you were in the like stationery biz and things like that, this is really helpful because so the gals from the Biz Birthday Bash podcast, Cammie and Elizabeth, they have this program where you pay to get their list from A to Z. So basically like vendors for acrylic signs or envelopes or wax seals or zipper pouches or whatever. So if you need anything at all, it's on there. But what is even better is the Facebook group. So if you're having some biz questions like, oh, this client just asked me to do this and I feel like that's kind of out of my scope, how do I handle it? There are always people in the Facebook group who are so wonderful and generous with their time and advice, and it's a really supportive community. So even if like they didn't have the vendors list, I almost feel like it's worth the investment. So I think that's like, I'm trying to remember, I think it's like $147 a year, but I've used it so much, it's been so helpful. Great to have like community, right? That's why we're here. The Biz Buds community, like all about it. So yeah, let's see. I think those are the big ones that are coming to my mind and that I have on my little list. This week's blog post will be about this as well, and I'll have links to, I think I have a handout that you can download the links to. So get like, I have my Flowdesk discount on there, and some affiliate links. So if you want to support me, you can use those links. It'll be really helpful. So that'll come out Wednesday. And if you are on my BizBuds newsletter, you will be getting the handout there. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. yeah, so I'll post the survey so you can enter in your questions for when I'm on maternity leave, and maybe win a coffee chat with me about your biz. And I will make sure that if you're on the Biz Buds newsletter, you get the handout with all of these things that I mentioned. And to join that, I believe the post from today has a link in my bio, but I'll also drop something. I'll make a post about it so you can find all the links that you need. I think that's it. All right, thanks for stopping by today. Does anybody have any questions before I'm signing off? I realized I was just kind of jibber-jabbering today, so. All right, okay, I think we're done. So everybody have a great Monday, and I will see you next week for networking. This is one of my favorite topics. We're going to be talking about networking, how to make biz friends, how to nurture your relationships, and yeah, can't wait to see you there. Bye, guys.